Hi, ladies. Today we're discussing how you may be keeping yourself stuck and not even realizing it. Hi, I'm Jenn Lormand, exercise physiologist.
I'm Christina Walsh, licensed physical therapist. We have noticed through testimonials and feedback that the women who choose to work with us because they trust us personally. They believe that we have their best interests at heart and that we are there to support and guide them through the journey. Why does this matter? It matters because choosing to trust is emotional. It is a big deal. We have walked the path ourselves through our own stories. We've been there and we've done the research. We did the research because we wanted to be able to say confidently to you, we know this works. Not just because of testimonials or anecdotes, but because we have the data to prove it. That's great. But the women who choose to work with us really choose to work with us because they trust us.
And that is a choice. Christina and I were having a conversation before we started this video, and I was trying to describe the feelings that I had walking through that prolapse diagnosis. And I was talking about how underneath all of the layers, as I was recommended for surgery as my only hope at 36, was this fear of hope. And I recognize it in so many of the women that we work with. It is this fear of, what if I put my time, my energy, and my money into this and I don't get the results that I'm looking for? I can empathize and appreciate that. Um, all of us have probably had issues in the past where maybe you've tried different things and you didn't feel like you got the results that you wanted. My advice, and it's what I used on myself, was I'm going to frame this as a 30-day experiment. And I think that word experiment is really important because it takes away the pressure of the expectation. An experiment is simply you're testing a protocol in this case for 30 days to see, do you feel better? Do you notice a difference? And it reminds me of the analogy of planting that seed, where you plant it in the ground and you water it and you come to it every day, and you might not see anything on the surface blooming or coming up out of that soil yet. But what has to happen first? Those roots have to take hold. And so that consistent watering of that seed eventually allows it to bloom. And that's really what this process is. I can appreciate and have heard women say, Jenn, I just really don't know, what can 10 minutes a day really do? And my favorite thing to recommend, which is, this is you, go and read the book, The Compound Effect. It is an amazing book that talks about the small choices that you make every day and how it can impact your life positively or negatively.
Absolutely. I love that analogy. The gardener does not withhold trust from that seed to do what the gardener knows it can do, and the blooming that will occur, but that takes time. And the women who've been most successful working with us made the choice, just as that gardener does, to place full trust in the process that has been validated by research and that has countless testimonials behind it, as well as our personal experience in creating it. And that is the difference maker for the most successful stories that emerge from working with us and from choosing any therapeutic approach, truly, that gets to the root of the
Agreed.
issue. Because getting to the root of the issue does often require peeling back a few layers, digging a little deeper, sometimes slowing down to speed up. But the reward that's reaped from that choosing to trust and that
Mhm.
commitment to that 10 minutes a day is so powerful and so massive. The comments that mean the most to me and are the ways that I feel deeply validated and taken care of by the work that we do and that we still use ourselves is this feeling of strength that is restored. The thing I hated the most was the feeling that something was wrong. I knew something
Yes.
was wrong. Almost felt broken. Like, am I ever going to feel normal again?
Yes.
And that is scary. That is scary. If you are feeling scared, you are not alone. It's okay. but it is also okay to choose to trust because we know we can help. And if we can't, we have a 30-day money back guarantee.
Well, and that is also why we are launching our 30-day coaching program, because we recognize through doing this now online for a year and a half going into 2 years that each case is individual. Some folks require more hand holding, more accountability. Many women really want to be heard. I know that was true for myself, that when you're dealing with these intimate issues, you've gone and asked for help. I went to a urogynecologist seeking help, seeking a solution, and sometimes feeling shamed or being told, the solution is something that you really just don't want. And intuitively, knowing that your body has the potential to heal. I think most of you watching this video believe in holistic health, believe in getting to the root cause. And it is why we're so passionate about what we do, because this does get to the root of the dysfunction. I always like to add the little caveat, because I really wish that this were true, but our program is not, it does not have a little fairy that comes in and restacks your pelvic organs. Okay. We're not promising that, but it does re-strengthen that undercarriage and all of those supporting muscles in the front, the back, and the sides, and really restore that sense of well-being and security and control over your body and over your bodily functions.
One mama in our program put it so beautifully. She referenced the Maslow's hierarchy of needs when she described what had been given back to her by participating in our signature program. And she said, this is so much deeper. These are the bottom rungs that you're restoring
Yes.
for me of that pyramid. This isn't the bonus stuff up at the top. Like, yes, some aesthetic benefits are going to occur, but for her, this was much deeper. This was about safety. That is where the restoration that happened for her was felt in that hierarchy of needs. And that is so much deeper than just flattening a tummy or just perking the booty up again. This was her feeling of safety and her ability to care for her family the way she wanted and take care of herself the way she knew she deserved, and she did. And it was accessible to her because she chose to trust. And it's accessible to you too.
If you have questions, please reach out to us. You can email us, hello@tightenyourtinkler, message us on social media, Instagram. We're hanging out there. We genuinely want to help. Don't be afraid to reach out. We will point you in the right direction if there are recommendations or referrals. And we just want to restore your sense of hope.